All right, boys, what's going on? Back with another video today. We got one from Manosphere Highlights Daily. Chad sues 50 women for defamation after negative comments on Facebook dating group. Let's see what's going on.
Well, can a bad date land you a court date after you post about it online?
He somehow found those comments that we did make. Again, they were factual and they were based in our true experiences. He found those comments and decided to come forth with this lawsuit with his claims of defamation.
He's trying to serve 50 plus women.
Damn.
Welcome to Manosphere Highlights Daily. Shout out to Mr. Guillermo for this video. He kept it short but powerful in the title of the email. Watch Men Sues 50 Women for Shaming Him on Social Media on YouTube. Mr. Guillermo, thank you for your message. Salute! In a world where online interactions can have real-world consequences, men must navigate in the digital dating landscape with caution. In a digital age where social media connects us all, a lawsuit has ignited controversy and legal debate. Meet Murray, a man who has taken legal action against more than 50 women in the Are We Dating the Same Guy Facebook group.
Okay, so this Facebook group, I think we brought this up before. I brought this up a long time ago, but this group, they've got different chapters, I guess, all throughout the country or like different cities to basically for women to come on and see if they are dating the same guy and then basically, I guess, talk about it and whatever. But basically this guy, they are going after him because supposedly, you know, he's a huge problem to them, and they started to, within this Facebook group, basically say a bunch of shit about him. He saw the comments, and now he's firing back. Guys, this is why I think that, you know, dating these days in some respects aren't worth it, and it really makes sense why there's so many passport bros who go overseas, because this is the kind of shit you have to put up with. You know what I mean? Now, we'll see what happens, what the story is all about, but I'm just saying, these are not the times to really just be running around, I think, and dating a whole bunch of women. You know what I mean? I think it's just too risky. I don't think it's worth it.
This video provides a compilation of information to inform you as much as possible about this lawsuit and what you can do to protect yourself as a man.
The First Amendment protects you from any laws meant to limit your free speech, but it doesn't prevent someone from taking you to court because they don't like what you said about them online. Now, a group of women say they're being bullied into silence by a guy who didn't like what they had to say about his online dating behavior.
It's very bizarre. The accusations, they're baseless.
I feel not just for myself, but for my co-defendants and for the other women that he's gone after.
Olivia Berger and Vanessa Valdez are just two of multiple women being sued for defamation, libel, sex-based discrimination, and other allegations by Stuart Lucas Murray.
He's basically suing us for $2.6 million in damages.
It all started with this.
Oh my God, there's no way they're going to be able to pay for that. So they're acting as though they are the victims in this situation, which is kind of funny because they're the ones within the group going around and spreading basically misinformation and defamation about this guy. So how are you the victim now? Like, how are you the victim? When you go and you ruin someone's reputation, especially it looked like he was a doctor, right? They said Dr. Murray or whatever. That's kind of a big deal. So I'm not sure how you're the victim at this point.
Post on the Facebook group, Are We Dating the Same Guy? When Olivia and Vanessa saw the post and all the comments, they added their own experiences.
He seemed, in my opinion, pretty smug and very arrogant. The entire date, he was putting me down for
So this is the oh my God, this is the guy that they're all going after, bro. The doc. They're all going after the doc, man. All going for that high value, that top 1%. Oh my God, dude. They're so predictable, man. A lot of these modern women are just so predictable. It's hilarious. They all go after the doctor. It's just like, what?
Very arrogant. The entire date, he was putting me down for various things, my job included.
Vanessa never went on a date with Murray because she says she didn't like the messages he sent her.
Wait, let's read these messages. Wait, you already did. Why is there a guy in your pic, genius? I'm amused by how you think you know me well enough to talk to me like one of your buddies. Read my caption, genius. Nobody reads captions, moron, but it's fun watching you burn, LOL. Listen, I wish you well in your search. Good luck. Wait, so what did it didn't show before
Never
that?
went on a date with Murray because she says she didn't like the messages he sent her. At one point, even calling her a moron.
Everything I said was just my experience with him and my opinions on how I think he should not be on dating sites.
Starting with Section 230, remind us what it is and how that protects social media companies.
It gives them the protection to not be held liable, to not face a lawsuit for things that are posted on the website. In its basic shell, that's what it is. And so with this class action suit, yes, all he sees is dollar signs. If you're an attorney, you're like, you got Facebook and you got millions of people that are on this group, you potentially got millions of clients. I mean, in America, they say 1.8 million are in this group. In London, almost 100,000. And so you got folks all around the world that could be potential clients. So I see him seeing dollar signs, but there are limitations. You're not suing these individuals. You're going to want to try to go after the big fish, and that's Meta. But if you can't get to them because of Section 230, there's really not a big payout in here. The only way you can get to Meta is by showing that not only did they host this information, but they allowed them to do it and they furthered that action. And I think that would be hard to prove.
Lewis believes this case will make it to court.
Because a judge at this early stage can't believe one side or the other, that's a jury question. So this case will likely go to trial if it doesn't settle.
And without representation and not a lot of expendable income to fight a lawsuit, the women worry this could bankrupt them.
At the end of the day, these kinds of suits don't just affect me and Vanessa and our co-defendants, and I feel that a lot of times women are still being silenced.
If any support would be appreciated. We are hoping for pro bono work. In our experience and looking for representation, it doesn't seem likely, but any funds can help us get through this. We definitely appreciate it.
The invite-only group, Are We Dating the Same Guy, started with seemingly pure intentions.
Hey, I've been dating my boyfriend for 2 years. He's acting weird. Is anyone dating him?
On its webpage, the founder says she operates red flag awareness groups around the world with the goal to keep women safe from, quote, dangerous or toxic men. Each page is location-based. The one here in Charlotte has 34,000 members, some of whom didn't want to talk on camera out of fear they'd get kicked out of the group.
They have no idea that they're even being posted on there, because the first rule of Are We Dating the Same Guy they stole from Fight Club is you can't talk about it.
The goal, creators say, is to protect women, not judge men.
I honestly think the page should be shut down. It's dangerous for both men and women, the poster and the person being posted.
But Jackson says the sites aren't functioning as intended. The posts, many anonymous, she says aren't vetted with significant repercussions.
There's people that have had their houses broken into, tires slashed, and this goes for the women in the group too. If they post something or they comment and it gets back to the man that's actually posted, which it does, then the women are in danger as well.
When you've reached out to Meta or Facebook, what kind of responses have you gotten, if any?
None. None at all.
We contacted Murray for comment, but he declined an on-camera interview.
Thank you for getting back to me. Will you do an on-camera interview? I'm in a lawsuit and cannot go on camera. Okay.
Instead, he directed us to this website with a long statement that says in part, "This action is not a game, and the accusations against the defendants are serious. I rejected each of them and cut them off quite swiftly."
So he rejected each of them and cut them off quite swiftly. Okay, so I see what's going on here. I was kind of confused because I didn't know, was he actually dating these women? What did he actually go out with all of them? And it seems like he may have gone on a date with most of them, but he's saying he rejected them and then cut them off quite swiftly. And so what I bet happened, bro, was that rejection, them getting that rejection and him, being just kind of more cutthroat and being serious, it probably triggered them. They probably got triggered, and then they go on this rampage of kind of defamation, dragging his name through the mud, starting this sort of whole thing in the whole group with all of them putting all their inputs in about how bad he is and how much of a jerk he is because they all got rejected. That's probably exactly what's going on. And now he's going after them because of that. And I mean, it kind of makes sense because if you think about it, especially as a doctor, your reputation and your name, if it starts getting dragged through the mud in terms of like having a viral effect outwards, that's kind of going to be a big issue for you. It's not like you're fucking anonymous, right? Everyone's going to know you. The rumors start spreading around your practice, around a bunch of other people. So then it could eventually come into affect your career and affect your business.
Instead of going their separate ways, they went on for months and years to spread misinformation about me and countless others. Their actions were deliberate, and they are now playing the victims, unquote. His full statement will be up on our website.
Of course, we've taken the time to review Murray's full statement, and there's an interesting point that the news overlooks. Murray stated, and I quote, "I would like to preface that I support a safe space for women to protect themselves against being stalked, harassed, or harmed, and not the other way around. These women exploited the concept of a safe space to gossip, defame, and cyberbully anyone at whim. Not only is this illegal, it is overwhelmingly selfish, and on their part, to put their needs and amusement over the privacy and rights of others." End quote. We agree with this aspect of his statement because there is a clear line that should never be crossed. It's a sentiment we have repeatedly reiterated on this platform. We do not harbor hostility toward women. We do not hate women. Our message is not about promoting hate, but rather about protecting ourselves at all times, which is what this men's space is for. Unfortunately, there are individuals who abuse platforms and turn them into ways to do harm. It's a sad reality that there are bad actors in every community, capable of tainting the experience for everyone involved. It is worth noting that Murray is not the only one taking legal action against members of this Facebook group. Check this out.
Mark Trent represents a Chicago man who claims Meta, Facebook, Are We Dating the Same Guy, and dozens of group members defamed and attacked his client's moral character by publishing false accusations about him on the site. In one instance, a group member shared a news article of another man who was charged with sexually assaulting a woman he met on a dating app. The plaintiff, Nico, apparently isn't the only one experiencing personal and false accusations that hurt more than just the ego.
Women are posting pictures of men and basically defaming them, making nasty comments, malicious comments. We've had men call us, say that they've been put on administrative leave, that they lost their job, that they didn't get promoted, that women will call them up and disengage from them from dating because they had one of their friends check them out on these groups.
One of the
Yeah, so see, that's what I was saying. That's what I was worrying about was like, it's not the issue of women talking to each other, but what happens is since you have all these people in the group, if a woman gets rejected and you hurt her feelings or you say something about her that she doesn't like, then what happens? She goes and posts in the group and makes some shit up about you because now she's hurt and her feelings are hurt. And then a bunch of other women start to chime in. And then there's a network effect of not only women thinking that there's something wrong with you and so they won't date you, all these other women who are in this group, which has an effect on the whole, like if you're using a dating app. But also it then starts to spread to possibly your workplace, to possibly, you know, your business, your clients that you have, and just the perception of your personal brand as you walk around in a city or as you walk around anywhere. So really, I think that this is something that be taken seriously because it's not like, yeah, people can't talk and there is freedom of speech. You should be able to say what you want, but you should also be prepared that if you're going to go around and be saying a bunch of shit about somebody that they didn't do, and tarnishing their reputation, they're gonna clap back, right? Like it just makes sense to me. I don't see really.
Defendant is from South Carolina, but Trent believes some of the accounts operate under fake names. He also believes Meta is to blame and anticipates it's only a matter of time until he has a class action lawsuit.
Nico's image was always at the top of the page that was being monetized by Facebook through Facebook ads and otherwise. Well, how did that happen? It would only happen if Facebook was involved with the programming behind the group, not the group itself.
This is terrible. The allegations that the men are making is saying that it's not just hurting their feelings, but it's hurting their careers, it's hurting their lifestyle, it's hurting their life. And so I could see a problematic situation unfolding. But if he can't point to a smoking gun that shows that Facebook not just encouraged it, not just allowed it, but actually contributed to it, this is getting dismissed.
So yeah, man, that's basically what's going on with this guy. It's kind of crazy, right? That you could literally have this happen to you. But yeah, on these dating apps, you know, these women go after the top 10%, what they consider to be high value or whatever you want to call it. You know, they all go after the same kind of guy. You know, they see doctor and they're like, oh, you have doctor. Then they go after him, and then he's got these standards, you know, because he's got options, rejects them all swiftly and not very kind or a very nice way. They get their feelings hurt, go back into the group and start to spread a bunch of misinformation. So I don't know, bro. This is just kind of what people deal with, I guess, with the online dating and in modern dating. And it's just like, is it really worth it at the end of the day? I don't know. I mean, everyone's got to answer that question for themselves, but I certainly wouldn't want to be put in this situation. So that's it for today, man. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think down in the comments, and I'll see you later.